Meal Planner, presented by Tanzilur Rahman Khan. Aims and objectives of the application. Define requirements and features for the application. Research artificial intelligence and the development and future of it. Engineer a good UI user interface. Test UI on users. Evaluate findings to create optimum user experience. Research the benefits of meal planning application and summarize findings in the dissertation. Literature review, research. In the literature review, three main topics were researched: obesity, fitness apps, effectiveness and growth, and artificial intelligence. Within these three, there were few key things that we were particularly looking at. In obesity, finding the effects of obesity on the population and the future effects it may have if the disease is not contained. In the fitness apps, effectiveness and growth, the literature review was set out to look forward and discover how effective fitness applications are and how the industry has grown since it was first launched. Also, look at techniques and features used to increase popularity. Artificial intelligence, potential of artificial intelligence and the impact it can make in the future. Literature review, obesity key points. In this slide, the key points taken from the literature review conducted on obesity have been stated. Obesity is rapidly growing in populations around the world. Obesity in the future will have a big effect on the world's economy as it will increase healthcare bills due to illnesses and disease caused by obesity. Solution to tackling obesity is through weight loss and healthy eating. Best and most effective way of losing weight is through negative energy balance. This is when consuming less calories than burned in a day. This slide looks at the key points found in the literature review of fitness applications. Fitness applications industry is a fast-growing industry with more users using such apps to maintain healthy lifestyle. Fitness apps have developed using key features such as heart rate monitors, GPS, tracked step counts, and calorie intake measures. Fitness apps also use persuasive techniques which make users log into the apps daily. These techniques include setting long-term goals, daily stats, and to show progress and unique tips and suggestions personalized and aimed at users. The industry is valued at $4.4 billion, an increase of $3.4 billion in the last 9 years, with further growth of 21.6% by 2028. In this slide, we will look at the key points identified in the literature review of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is relatively new, with a lot of research still being done to develop the technology further. Neural networking algorithms are one of AI algorithms with the biggest potential. Many companies such as Google and Facebook are invested heavily in research development of neural networking. The literature review shows neural networking is a very good at finding patterns within data, which is why it is ideal algorithm to use for this application to recommend meals. The methodology used in this application will be designed using Scrum development methodology. Scrum methodology has 4 steps. It has a product owner, which orders the work for a complex problem into a product backlog. The Scrum team then turns out into a sprint where the product is developed. After that, the sprint is over and the stakeholders inspect the results and adjust it so that the next sprint can be used to evaluate what went right and what went wrong and can be implemented. This process is repeated until the product is finished and finalized. This method is best suited for this application development as there are many aspects of this application. Each aspect will need to have many development cycles to make sure that the end product is the best version. With each feedback, the development will improve immensely, which will give the application the best development process. Implementation and development. On the right, a screenshot displays the initial design development layout of the application. The layout shows the home page features and how they will be presented. As this was an initial design, it had placeholders representing the features. On the left, the final finished UI is displayed. This is the implementation of the initial design layout. In the implementation, all the features and colors are added where the placeholders were. This process was done for all 5 pages where the initial design layout was created and then implemented into the final UI with color and theme. Functioning UI. For this application, a highly interactive user interface was created. This is so that the user interface enacts how the application would be functioning when created. There are 5 pages that were created: a sign-in page, a sign-up page, a meal planning page, a home page, and a user profile page. The sign-up and sign-in are standard sign-up sign-in pages that require users' details: password, email, name, date of birth. Upon signing in, the users are then greeted with the home page. This is where the calorie count and the step counter shown. Below that is testimonies of other users in the application. This was used for the persuasive techniques that we discovered in the literature review. Below that is the user's weight and heartbeat monitor. This can also be changed and altered to the user's likings to personalize their own home page. Next there is the meal planning page. This is where the application shows the dishes and the personal user's goals. The last screenshot shows the app permissions that the user can grant, also their information that they use to sign up. Conclusion. In conclusion, all the aims and objectives have been achieved. Literature review and research define the topics associated with this app, giving more in-depth knowledge of the topics. From this, features and designs were created. The feature and design UI were then implemented. The blueprint and functioning design prototype was created for future developments to create a production version of the application. Thank you for listening.